Hello, beautiful fellow human beings, and beautiful ether in itself. In itself. Anywho, let me make sure this is on. In itself? Yeah, it is. Well, hope everyone's having a beautiful evening. Oh, that's where it went. I lost the strawberry. Ooh, I feel it sliding. Okay. So, gonna pretty much get right on into it. Heading. I think this is the earliest got on in a minute, but anywho, freaking wiped. I just really wish my eyes could take a break, like from seeing, you know, getting harder and harder, that's for sure, but hanging in there, that's a huge component. Hope everyone's having a golden evening. I'm still working on these sabikis. I'm just gonna maybe use a tiny little piece of this rabbit fur as some, because I'm thinking instead of adding this tuft, maybe add it up here along with the flash. But I'm gonna make one more of these real quick and then make some rabbit. Doing them in pairs for now, and then eventually make ones with 4 to 6 hooks, but right now just 2. And the last sabiki that I put together, just not really thinking they're a little bulky, like materials wise, like a little dense, and I'm not sure the kind of oh, you can really feel it's very tactile. I can feel the from Florida. Oh, from Florida. Gosh, very cool. Oh, Samantha. I found my missing strawberry. So, pretty much ready to get started, but I'm gonna grab a few things and just check real quick out there. And so I really appreciate that. What is that? Anywho, so fixing to get into some. One moment. Ah, man. Got bashful and ran away. But forgot there's a bunch of stuff in my lap. Few things, just gotta grab. So I'm just looking for a drink, and I know it's in the fridge, but I cannot find it for the life of me. I don't understand. No. stuck on something. Well, that's rough. I'll put them in the freezer. And my dad's friends sent a case of Monster. But it's kind of you're contorting my hand. But it came in handy because I ran out of coffee and trying to minimize my own necessities right now. What the heck? There's loads of them in the fridge, but I can't find them. Well, anyways. Oh, shit. Huh? Let me just check the freezer. Thankfully, awesome. I don't understand. That's alright. Ooh. Yes, ma'am. So, that looks really... The fly with that kind of glowing. So, same size and everything. Eventually, too, it might be neat to make, like a school of random species. Like a few different color combinations. And then the fish could maybe, like, decide which one is piquing its appetite. Okay. It's definitely that time of year again. I went outside for about 2 seconds and got bit on the face by a mosquito, so woo me. Okay. So I moved some stuff up here. I just gotta find the hook. I will not won't let myself pull out any hooks until I find the ones I already pulled out. Alright. I did not make it to Tuppence today, but surely I won't forget until 6 p.m. tomorrow. Hello, Sammy Bobo. Hello again, Roger Rajaju. How's your night going this evening? Getting right on in this. This is just a little baity looking fish thing. Ooh, sorry. The rainbow. When things refract all the colors at once, it just, I don't know, does something biologically, and just get like internally stoked. Whether it be like a rainbow from Garden Homes, or fish scales, or like the weather maps, temperature maps. Hey. Ooh, sorry. Stop making those sounds. I bet it's really gnarly on the mic. So, not paying too close attention on this because I'm really excited for the rabbit fur. Well, I'm just gonna try to blast through this one, but I don't know why. Came to me last night. I don't know why. I don't know if maybe someone mentioned try rabbit fur, but Because a little tuft I feel like is going to go a long way. And hoping to find some small hooks at top ends. I'm not sure how small I'm going to find there. But I am like essentially out. Well, I've got barbless hooks, which are nice for y'all, but sometimes, like with the sabiki, it's just sitting there waiting to be noticed. So, oh, whoops. How many strands did I think? 6. This is crystal flash. Spiralized. When you pull it, it feels like kind of alive a little bit. Suppose I could put it in like this. I think that's exactly what I did last time anyway. My creativity has not been the highest, like output wise, so gotta go for some walks or something. And oh, let me zoom in, because still can't believe I spilled this. Like 2 drops left in there. Whoa, the hat! Did not expect it to be that flush. Alright. And from there, it's pretty simple. Hmm. Oh, that focus is fighting for dear life. I wonder, oh, maybe no, Velcro will be too grabby, but felt maybe. Trying to think of what I can use on my desk to keep little scraps of ice tub or dubbing to keep them from flying away, and feathers. I'm guessing that would be felt, just having a square felt out. Okay. I'll just put simply 2 pieces for, oh, a little refraction, a little je ne sais quoi. Yeah, it's like rainbow, like thick rainbow. It blows my mind. Tiniest little strand, and it's hair tinsel. That's for this purpose. Really durable. Hey Isaac! I wish I could say that. Just dropped a far more weight than I guess like is mentally prepared for. Like no energy, pretty much. Has been couch ridden for the last like 2 weeks, like consecutively, and like no food, just inshore drinks. And so just been kind of taking it easier and easier, like watching TV and stuff, because the stubborn human I've ever met to this day, but can't. I got a little too black, almost, or something. I like that kind of birdie shape. So Isaac, this is gonna be for sabiki, and sabiki are these rigs, ideal for bait fish. Where is? And they're really very nice. Yeah, these. They come in all different flavors. These are more basic. And I have gotten 2 to mess around with out there. I'm just using surgeon knot loops, or surgeon loop knots. This will be for pier or the beach for baitfish. I'm like, even all chewed up, they're super effective. Just a little like school of dancing flash, irresistible. And many different sizes. So what I'm hoping to start being able to do is getting things in the freezer and like frying what I can, or at least just getting nutrient dense food in like my family's diet again, because everything's become so unattainable, not even like price wise, but just not even fresh seafood you can find, like not Florida fresh. Like, I mean, Thailand's nice and all. I'd love to see in person. However, when I want me some scrimps, I want, that there's so many spots, like they're everywhere. Why are they, why, why do they travel so far? We have scrimps at home. I want to listen to a little music in my ear, but I'm so afraid I will sing that out loud. I'm like, I don't know, I'm in a mood like this. Not a mood, but like you know, oh boy, what the hell is gonna happen in the next few months, and what are they gonna look like? What aesthetic? No, just kidding. But, yeah, sorry, isn't it a little bit? One moment. Hey, Outfish! Yeah, yeah, there it is. Belated New Year's resolution. Um, eat more fish. I'm sick of chicken thighs. Well, I'm not sick of chicken thighs. I quite like chicken thighs. And, but that's really the most affordable. That, little lamb shanks, uh, just like these lamb, like, steaks. They'll be like $4 for a good size one. Loads of iron. And, really tasty with the sweet onions, like, cooked down till it's, you know, like, you can cook it perfectly and it'll be, like, super tender, but if you mess up and cook it too long, like I usually do, same thing with chicken, that's why I like chicken thighs, and you can just keep cooking them and it'll get tender again. Hey, Locked Up Drag! How y'all doing tonight? Making New Year's revolutions. Belated New Year's revolutions. Here, one moment. Okay, sorry about that. I did, I'm trying to get this dude's number who does outboard engines, and I knew one guy, but I can't remember his name and I can't find the Facebook page, but realized, like, everyone's dying to get out there, and this boat is routing back there, but in the meantime, like, could be renting it out, like, for a few hours, like, here and there, and a lot of experienced people that don't have their own boat, because Holy trucks. I'm about to learn some things, that's for sure. It's the toughest pill to swallow is, you know, change. Like this type of like life shift. It's brutal. But life, it has its stages, it really does. Like, from the more obvious ones to grade school and grade school then trade school. Okay. But that should be a slogan. I used to go to the union barbecues, the pipe fitters union. They'd have these really, really incredible barbecues. And like huge grills. What's happening? When I'm on a hump, I can never seem to get it to the other side. Ooh! Oh, I think so. I don't know if it's... I don't know if he like finished it. I was gonna check the bottle. My dad like has been drinking the Ensures. They're getting hard to swallow, and so I think more time is like sliding by in between them, which is one of the most dangerous parts right now, because I mean it's like 146 pounds. I started this, it was oh shit, damn it, that's my phone. When I started all this, it was 197. The worst part is like the last year I've been really trying to get like everything going so I could get my dad back fishing. Started off really strong, but since I haven't really been making, I don't know, life's an open book, you know, just a normal human life, but since getting like every possible vitamin can think of and drink and this and that, but not cooking like meals. I think Mom and I have probably eaten 100 like lunch meat sandwiches. It's pretty much all we've been eating. And it's not just my dad that, like, you know, trying to stay here every moment. Like, it's make sure everything stays good and like the minimum is met. As in like, but also essentially care for my mom because she's diabetic, but how we can say an irresponsible one, which I'm not judging or anything. It seems really difficult. And but needless to say, she's a nervous wreck right now, so I mean, thankfully, essentially, I was in the middle of a existential crisis and reworking my goals and all that, because I couldn't imagine if I wasn't able to be here. That looks horrific. Holy trucks, man. I really appreciate that outfit, Ontario. You have no idea. And my weight is the same as him now, but 155, maybe 160. See, he used to be a heavy drinker, like an extraordinarily heavy drinker, to be honest. Well, a lot of beer and a lot of rum and cokes. And he used to have a huge, big old beer belly. So I jokingly try to say, like, hey, it's gonna be easier swimming, or your back's gonna feel a lot better, because before this also, he was awaiting spinal surgery to get discs fused together because they're shattered. He's got, I think, 3 shattered discs in his spine. And I could not imagine. I'm witnessing it 24/7. I just could not imagine. Hey, Whiskey Throttle. I could heart it. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Um, I find it difficult to find like any words these days, but definitely, keeping busy. Uh, some good news too. Really, I got a pack of Everglades tomato seeds and it still had a few seeds left in it. God, they must be years old. But I think I planted 5 of them, and 2 of them sprouted so far. I really appreciate that. Yeah, it's been hell. I don't know why I expected I don't know, just something different, because it's just wild. And also too, these last few days have been extra difficult because he's also quitting smoking like for good, not like weaseling a few drags here and there, which is probably the most difficult part at this immediate moment. And I know first oh, I have failed so many times in that department, but succeeded eventually, and a big part of that was just sleeping for a week. I'm not even kidding. But I'm gonna knot this up and little baby hooks, so I'm just gonna use this little 1 ounce pyramid weight. Might find a prettier one, but should do. And that's gonna be Sabiki, and did I lose the other one? So both of these will be strong. I mean, they're slightly different in shape, but I forgot the beard. Well, the little scruff. Yeah. Wow. I always hear that. The density. That is wild. You'd be a great underwater photographer. I finally packed a weight because, like, I mean, I'm skinny, I guess. I don't got a lot of fat contact, but I don't got a lot of muscle either. Even my legs, but it's just from, like, walking and, like, uh, like squatting instead of sitting in chairs, I'm guessing. I don't know. But the, yeah, I can't stay steady at all down there. I used to be able to, but let some years slip by. Oh, so let me be right back. See if my dad wants anything. He just woke up, and like I've never seen him more miserable in my life. But I'll be right back, and let me just zoom on in here real quick again. Sorry about that. Wanted to get another cold cloth. It's just really helpless and rough, because like when he's awake, like just everything hurts. So like there's just him repeating "ow," but like it's the worst part. So I grabbed some of this line. Just been using this 15-pound trilene. Oh, a clip. That. This is why I need to make like a communal space, because I could be dumb as hell by myself sometimes. A weight clip. I've been tying them directly to the weight, and I'm just not entirely here right now. But I can leave a message after the tone. Beep. Alrighty. Got us a weight clip. I cannot believe I did not. It's just been, I get understandably so, and I appreciate it. Just gotta get my bike or something down here. I'm fine that one. There's a little corrosion happening. You might as well make it pretty. Oh, I just need music or something. Ooh, that was pretty. I'm not finding just like a good intermediate. I'll too. Bet on. This is good. See, when properly ripped, I actually think that is up. Have you ever tried or ever thought about spearfishing? Oh, well, fins you could get up. I'm trying to not say what I really want to say, but I'll say it. That sounds so scary. Oh, that sounds so scary. If I was ripped on a boat, I'd be like, at all times. Ripped on a boat sounds scary as hell now that I think about it. Hey, Ron! Properly? Oh, that was good. I kept getting called, it was funny actually, had to delint my dad's pants. Well, didn't have to, but I am the superior delinter in the house currently, so ain't no thing. But usually when I'm able to get back to my phone, the stream's already over. But, well, streams in general are already over. Because I always miss streams. I try to catch them. I caught a little bit of Tice Flies in the wildest story. I caught runs today in the middle of the wildest story. Today was a impactful day, for real. Well, Um, like, I don't know, it's just, it was wild to see, again, I miss all, like, a bunch of live streams. I never get to really watch live streams. I watch live streams, but not, like, related live streams to what, like, there's always something live, but not things that I'm subscribed to. And, besides Timcast IRL, the only freaking thing I get notifications for some reason. I would follow pretty much every news channel and stuff, but dang, I gotta find me some new ones. Ones that, I don't know, got a little more chill. Like, my head's spinning at all times, and I can never just like find a news channel that, like, easy listening. It's all, it's all like starting to sound like Rush Limbaugh or something. I don't know who Rush Limbaugh is. I just know he's a dude on the radio, and like the voice, like Florida is really big, and like I'll never forget that voice as long as I live. Like sometimes you'd see in the free libraries like Rush Limbaugh books, which again don't know really anything about him except his name is Rush Limbaugh and he's on the radio, and it doesn't sound very stoked. I think on AM, but I've never been able to listen long enough because that's what I'm talking about though, that like really aggressive like yelling. So, but I do like watching news, but kind of switch to kind of more like news reaction, I guess, like someone else talking about what they've seen on the news. 'Cause I'm tired. I don't see shit on the news anymore. I see things on the side of the road. Why can't I do this all of a sudden? Because I'm blabbing about, probably. But I just want this to be sticking up, I'm guessing. So I did it again. I made it a little short because now it's going to be a little shorter. Or it's going to be even shorter now that I do this knot. Haven't found like a knot yet. So this could be, maybe this, like the doubled isn't the worst, but I think I'd rather, and I can't remember the knot. That's the knot you go in from the side, and to attach things to go perpendicular, or not perpendicular. Wait, what does that mean again? Shies. I have no shame. We are all having a human experience, and this just happens to be mine. Anyway, so I'm not sure what that. Why can't I do this right tonight? I mean, if I'm executing this not right, um, visually, it is not my favorite. It's just, I don't think I'm doing it right. Whoa. Well, that makes my thumb look crazy. For a second, like, my brain thought it was swollen. But, yeah, for the next few weeks, I'll just be, like, a little loopy, losing my mind a little bit. So, you know, you'll know why. I just wish my dad was being stubborn, but, like, the opposite way. Like, uh, oh, the detectives have arrived. Trying not to let it flip. Oh, I should have really. Oh, oh. For a second, I thought you meant the knot. I'm telling y'all. I don't know if you can really see, but. And, like, I used to pride myself on knots, alright? I used to know, like, some handy knots and, like, execute them well by memory and all. But for jewelry, now I have been humbled since then by the glorious and limitless Human Heritage Pack's World of Fishing. But I shall one day practice. I keep like trying to do stuff that's like, you know, good sit around stuff, but I'm just in that point of staring at walls. And not suck right now, currently. But that will change. Practice makes progress, not perfection, right? I'm really stoked for this one. Now, I wish I got this part longer. That's alright. I'll survive. This is going to be thrown off the pier. Cause like, if I could get fast at these, look, the tackle shops close early, and tackle shops close early, and Subiki's like $2 a pack, and for the super basic ones, they get to like $4 or $5 a pack. And if I could make my own, actually I'll try to recreate just the crystal flash ones. I'm also looking for some weight stoppers. I think that would be nice for this. And let's see, I'm sorry. I keep trying not to say and I think it's making me say it more. no mono goes to waste because that's what I use to make crustacean eyes. Especially fresh stuff. No waste. Like, finally got to show my dad's friend and didn't even ask for one. The fuck? No, just kidding, but yeah, didn't even ask for one. But we're not happy to ship any. They're very simple, I know, but stoked on these. I'm not happy to make any color combination. I think I want to do some nighttime ones too, using black and purple, and maybe red, but little just shiny bar stars. I really want to get better at that. They're so sloppy, but when they're wet, because I was messing with those, the dense ones didn't look too good, but the wispy, really thin ones, like the sabikis themselves, the simple as pie, like little pinch of everything ones, looked great, like proper little fish. And the other thing is I really want to make gold ones. I can't find the pattern. It's essentially like solely Flashaboo. Warm water fly tire has a pattern similar, but the one that I seen, it was gorgeous. It was different like textures of golds, like tinsel, Flashaboo, crystal flash, but all in gold, and it was really impactful. Crustacean eyes. Which I gotta make a ton of those, so I really gotta buckle down with that because I want to make some crabs and scrimps. But just burning the edges and painting black and then putting some lacquer or UV resin over it, you get some juicy little eyes. And I forgot what channel I saw it on. The very beginning, I was saying like all the things I could be using like my craft supplies for, because I do still have a ton of craft supplies and beads. And you heat the end of the mono and flatten it and slip a bead on that. And to help it a little bit, paint, or not paint it, but take a Sharpie and just like hit the end of the mono, because like it's like milky color, and then you dip that whole thing in resin. And you can use different colors, of course. It looks really real. It looks like it looks very like, even if you were making a little crab miniature, it would be ideal. I do wish I put these a little, I don't know. I mean, this might have been a good one to try 3 on. This is full circle for me, and this is what I think I have decided to derive all of my joy from. Well, this and CUDA tubes, which I have to make some because this time of year, I was reading, which I know a lot of the larger ones, like the colder, like the water gets really warm, and for a while out because of how shallow, and the larger species, however, this time of year come in and get loads of snacks because the schools are still at shore. It's still water nice and cool, and so I saw like even an article specifically saying like how it's a good time to toss CUDA tubes from the shore, which I've never fished with the CUDA tube, but like I've been trying to ask my dad's friends and like anybody that I can because everybody has far more experience than I. And his recommendation, or his like favorite to fish with, was CUDA tubes. Trying to ask everyone's favorite. And here the favorite for surf fishing was the pompano rigs. And months ago wanted to get some of those for the pier, but just kind of forgot and got really into the idea of being able to make stuff to catch fish with. Because the way I see it is, if I didn't have bait or access to boat docks, here we go. And lures are very expensive. I like how they bounce. Like one of those dogs. Or those leashes that don't have a dog on it, like the ghost dogs. I know Kevin Spacey's in it, but it's my favorite movie of all time. Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. It's about Savannah, Georgia, and there's a guy there that really helped it become what it is in regards to the historical preservation and whatnot, and the like garden squares. I'm not too sure, or I can't remember too much, because like this is when I was a kid. Like I had like Savannah had a hold on me, and anything Savannah was just my favorite anything, to be fair. But totally forgot why I brought that up. Oh, it shows someone walking the square with one of those leashes, and the drag queen that was in it. Oh, it was wine. Chablis. She, rest in peace. I think she. Oh, I shouldn't say that without looking it up. She had a yard sale. It'd have been nuts. Chablis. We look like I feel like I would have fit in. I bet she had the best clothes on planet Earth. Just saying. Entertainer. But the lady Chablis. Yeah, she did pass away. Okay. Yeah. So someone had a yard sale that was like her stuff, which just like out of control on its own. And I just happened to see it in passing on Facebook as like a local ad. I didn't see any coverage or anything on it. Zoidberg! I read the loopy thing. I don't know if you're still here, but hope your night is going gloriously. I am keeping myself good and stoked with the handmade sabiki, which for some reason, my brain's fried. I'm not exaggerating. I mean, I have no need to really, but the weight clip, forgot they existed, I guess, because the other ones I just tied them onto the weights. I knew it felt wrong, like I felt like I was missing something, which like, yeah, there's no right or wrong, but you know, now could change the weight if need be. So let me hang this with the others. Just been using slightly bent paper clips to hang them. I have the bait basket hanging up here. Since been finding a bunch of little things of rope. And I used to have tons of lengths of rope because like every kind has a wildly different purpose. And rope is really expensive, especially good rope. However, For those in Palm Beach County, if there is anyone in Palm Beach County, Top End still has the best price on rope. So, you heard. And, yeah, like, my climbing rope, because I couldn't afford climbing rope, so I got some marine rope and just let the sun bake, because marine rope's really soft. And let the sun bake it for a long while to get a little rougher and traction, because I didn't have any gear or anything. I was just using the Prusik knot, Prusik, and it's my favorite knot possible because it allows you to climb a rope without any special skills. Or I tried doing the whole like wrap the rope around your foot thing, or like not wrapped around your foot, but use tension and all that, but I just end up getting rope burn. So I quite like the Prusik knot, and you could use little cuts of rope to make loops. Oh man. God, I stop hanging them from this bait basket. Anthropology's gonna hit me up to do their display. That looks really beautiful. It looks like a mobile. A mobile. A mobile. A mobile. Anyway, had a few more ideas, so I'm gonna try to scan my mind for them because I did not write them down. And try to remember to use this glorious ribbon. And the thing is, Ron said to use a clip for something. I can't remember. Ron said to use a clip. That's where you're fucking hell. Holy shit. Because I was putting the swivel on it and to use the clip, and I thought he meant that, like the swivel. Need to get some like lion's mane mushrooms or something. Some ginkgo biloba leaves. It's really pretty though. And take a picture. Oh, we aren't gonna really be able to get the full, but it's just a bit. So I've been hanging them on that. But there's a little leak right there, so I remedied the situation by finding waterproof tablecloths. It's been a few months, wild few months. And like for a good second, like my dad's friend was kind of like a actual angel, cause just worst time possible and the biggest help possible, like locally and that kind of thing. Now they're both in like just as rough shape because he had a stroke, like within like a few days of me getting here initially, and now he's only finally now like getting like not like full movement because he's like confined to a chair. It's just been too much to even process. Like I could vocalize it, but I don't think it's even like made it into my actual thinking space. It's wild how fast life can change. I mean, we've all seen it in the last few years, even if nothing like wild has happened in like all of our families. But like we did see it like on a mass scale. like instant change. That's why I'm really thankful for hobbies. Sometimes you might not need better help. Sometimes you just need a better hobby. Hobby Lobby. But one moment. Don't do Lion's Mane? Or what's the one that is on all the little cans at the store? It's like memory improving. And then it lists a bunch. Lion's Mane, yeah, that's like the fluffy one. Yeah, it's medicinal. After fish, mushrooms and fungi is the next realm of focus, because I just need to be a little bit more calmer of mind before engaging with something so like misidentifying could go really wrong. Same thing with plants. And I do really dig plants, but fungi is just something I've never really dabbled in, and for that reason, because it's like, dang, I want to be able to think a lot clearer before, and maybe be a little more organized, because I have like immense respect for people who grow any form of mushrooms. Like oysters are some of my favorite to eat, like thus far. I know chanterelles are gonna take that place, but they're just delicate. They're really tasty, and they're hard to come by locally. You find them, but they're all slimy and bruised. At the Taikyo in Lantana, it's a Japanese Thai restaurant. If you call in advance, he'll make you a platter of lightly sauteed mushrooms, and he'll find as many species as he can. Like in markets, not like in the in the wild. But yeah, they go to all the markets and find. I mean, shapes and colors I've never seen before. It's really one of the greatest joys is that plate. I do like mushrooms though. That's amazing, Zoidberg. Still use the Prusik. That is sick. That is Prusik. That's Prusik. Prusik. I'm sorry. I think I have one short, because for the longest time I never had phones. Like, I'd have a kind of phone for a second and then either break it or what have you. And it was mainly like people in my life, like whether it be family or like employers. Like, that sounds fancy, like restaurant employers. Getting me like metro phones, so I was contactable. And I do have the one like surviving video, I think. Before going to the swamp, see there's a bunch of sea grape tree here, sturdy tree. Pines, not so much. I'll never trust one again. As long as I live, no. But I love them. But but a yoga trapeze on a pine tree, and it has green bunches of pine needles, and it fell. It broke while I was in the yoga trapeze, which is essentially a tiny hammock. And dear Lord, have I been traumatized for sure. I was too afraid to look at my legs because I was convinced they were crushed, but since swinging so much, like your feet like began to, you know, produce a pit. Like under every swing there's a little pit from just feet dragging, and my leg was like completely under that, and it was the only time I went slow motion. I pushed myself out at the right time because my legs were like in the thing. That it was such a it was so alive. Like I've just never seen a branch break like that. Get like a little spoiled, I guess, the trees, like climbing them, especially if they're big, because I don't know, trees are easy to trust. Alright, one moment. Sometimes I forget it's still zoomed out, but I don't know what to do now. Oh yeah, jeez. The time I personally was waiting for bunny rabbit. Oh, ew, bunny rabbit. Ooh, this be fading fast. Cyril. How you doing tonight? Salut, Cyril. I just realized I could finally look up what it says in the wall. There's this one part where he's like, Rose, and it's like a locali or something. What does it say in Pink Floyd The Wall after the dude says Rose? Oh, I didn't expect that to... Alright, let me think. Is there anybody? Oh, no. Oh man, what is it? It's like before Bring the Boys Back Home. Hold on, it's gonna be Jeremy. Feet. Feet. Make my feet float. My feet. Oh. It's my feet. Oh, maybe it's this. I don't know what I'm doing later. I don't know. Oh, does it? Huh? Maybe. Alright, I guess I'll do this later. I just, God, I remember always wondering what they said when I was a kid. And I just now realized I probably could just look it up today. There's certain, like, music that it's hard not to listen to because that's kind of the last, that was, the last thing that's how. My parents are 80s babies, well, born in the 60s. And, so pretty wide arrangement of music taste. Pretty nice. But all the stuff in my mind, I don't know. It'd be draining to vocalize, but just don't know what to expect moment for moment. I am surprised by how early it is. I don't know how that happened. I haven't been getting on until like midnight. but today did pretty good. So, actually, I'm gonna go in with a smaller. It's just slightly smaller anyways. Unless it's shank to shank, like it's hard to see the size difference. Like that, I just forgot to put it on the list. Time flies, but I guess I was just trying to find. There's a part where. Would you call that a cutscene? What would you call the like random recordings that are throughout the wall? I guess random recordings. So for this, planning on rabbit fur. Nice little thin area here. And quite literally, like a tiny little bit. Like that. Focusing for dear life. Right? I think this will go a lot better than what I've been trying. So, what color? Well, maybe something here. Crystal fish? My eyes twitching. Oh, that one's cute. How's the weather in everyone's corner? It's finally getting roasting down here. I'm excited, but I'm gonna eat those words pretty soon. I'm gonna cut it probably long for now, because then I could decide where that should go after. Wow, Wolfie. I do want to see snow again. I quite like the stuff as a Florida. I mean, tell you what, like cold snow, it felt so clean. And hot sand feels like hell, and it hurts. And it's always surprisingly hot. Like, you'll see people running a few steps, throwing their towel down, jumping on it, running a few steps, and repeating. It's wise to bring 2 towels for that reason. It's been Monday, melted already. 60s at night. Yeah, it was 60s. I think 2 nights ago, and yesterday I think it was the first night was in the 70s, and tonight is 73. It's 12:33. Thinking if I should put something in between. Alright, maybe I will like trim that real quick so it'll look a little bit more cohesive. Okay, so maybe some silver ice stub to fill that gap a little bit and to taper the longest. Hmm. Sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. I just had to get a compress, Ensure, and get a cup of water to dissolve potassium, magnesium, as well as, shoot, I forgot what it's called, but it's like something so your arteries don't clog, because he's got a port. Oop. I do like putting a little pinch of gold when using silver. It makes it look really lively. And I do really, 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 really want to get more pink. Oh boy. I do. There's so much like refracty pink. Or so many like refracty rainbowy pinks in a lot of these bait fish, and I'm really, really excited to try to essentially depict that. So I was gonna like reverse tie this in to try to get it a little bulkier, but I think this would be good. The world goes round. So, big actual news in the world. Big international worldwide news. Yolanda Saldivar. She was, said no. They said no to her for parole. Ha! I can't believe it. Because I remember seeing March 2025 years ago, like 15 years ago. And what, like, the date has fell upon us, and it's already happened, I guess. And they denied it. Which, I'm not sure what to think so much about, like, stuff like that, like, sentences, and, but Selena was just, like, the greatest, like, nicest person. The world would have been, like, glowing probably at this point. But in all seriousness, extinguished one of the brightest flames, and, you know, 50 in the Carolinas, hey, 57 in Denver. Why would I think it would be a little, like, warmer? Well, because it's so close to the sun. It's one thing, during the day in Colorado, I was really quite surprised. But it was so long ago, I really cannot wait. The Carolinas are freaking gorgeous. Colorado and the Carolinas both, like, every inch of this planet, really. But, alright, so let me get this a little. Oh, inhaled some of that. Got, ooh. Okay. It's missing something. Maybe some of this. Maybe some of this hair tinsel. I just try to meet these up. Leave it attached to the skein if you will. Maybe. Oh no, I stole it. Sadness. Alright, now going with I don't know if anybody's familiar with Nina Hagen's music, but recently got reminded again. I think she originally was an opera singer, but did like kind of like punk music in the 70s, and then kind of like disco techno type of kind of thing in the 80s. And yeah. Okay. I don't know. Just there's like gonna be a weird hump there. I got a little brighter at least, but yeah, there's a little too much space there, I think. Maybe I will try to cut it. I think holding it, and trying to get it tied down. A really small section. Ooh. Just trying to get it parted. So close. Alright. Okie dokie. Got that. Alright. Ooh. I think I'm gonna like it. I'm just trying to make a little room. And then this, you can also color with Sharpie. Versatility.
Hello, YouTube family, and welcome to another episode of Picture Chat. Yes, it is your boy Rosie, your soon-to-be #1 YouTube host. All
Oh,
right, family,
sweet.
I've started this video. This is the third time. We actually got successful footage in Walmart. I went to Walmart first thing this morning as soon as they opened, and I bought myself something.
Okay, one moment. I think if I part this. Uh, no.
Bruce Lee and Bolo Yeung. Two legends and
Olive
two names that
Young.
resonate with martial arts enthusiasts around the world. In
Oh.
Enter the Dragon, their on-screen presence electrified audiences. But what if I told you they had a real fight that most people never knew about?
Carl
A look
Gustave
behind the scenes where raw skill and power
Young.
clashed, away from the Hollywood spotlight. Today, we're uncovering Bruce
Yeah,
Lee's
that
real
works.
fight with Bolo Yeung that you missed. A showdown that left those who witnessed it in awe.
Taking a
But what
little bit of
happened?
the fur
And who came
just
out on
off,
top?
like a little bit
Let's
of the
find out. The
anchorage.
setup, the fight on displays.
Nice. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a little bit of something at that head. He said Red Bull and cigarettes. We're back in the early 2000s, baby. Oh, the Vermont. I hate these fake plant videos with a passion. I hear my dad like stopping on them, but you know, I'm just not, unless it's like AI, like swaying. But there's a while where it's just like a bunch of people like sticking random fruit together and then showing them pulling out like this like fully store-bought lemon out of the store. This random stuff like that. Yeah, it can be a little bah humbuggy too, and that's what always gets me. It's like the fake videos. I sound like my grandma, and if you would like a quick representation of what that used to sound like. My grandma's like an old German, well, Minnesota lady. That she's not impressed by lots of stuff, and she, oh Jesus Christ, can't do it. But that's the first attempt. Still a little bulky. Oh, it's soft. I call this one Pussy Willow because it looks like a pussy willow. Don't stop, pop top. Pussy Willow. Let me see you do brown. Oh.
However, as production progressed, decisions made by Warner Brothers led to significant changes in the film's script.
It needs a, you know,
Film's role was
a little bit of a
drastically reduced.
haircut.
The fight scene that Bruce had planned was cut entirely. The decision to reduce Bolo Young's role and cut the planned fight scene between him and Bruce Lee was a strategic move by Warner Brothers to streamline the
Please,
narrative of Enter the Dragon.
please, any input as far as the proportions, because I'm flying blind. And they keep looking sloppier and sloppier to me in my untrained eyes. And I just plan on pinching off any loose bits. Don't end up in the ocean. I'll clean that up a little bit. I can talk about like this strand is. Because you never know, there might be tiny little fish that eat little tiny little glowy worms that are essentially like flea larvae, and they suffocate and die, but they're so small no one sees. Yeah, but my proportions are off. I know they are. Like, if you were making big fish, would you want, say there's 3 sections in this, would you want this tail the longest part, or would you want what comes up here the longest part, or both the same and then the center bit a little shorter so when it's like swimming it has a nice fish? I have so many little questions like that I feel like is blocking a lot of understanding. That's why you should never be afraid of what you would deem a stupid question, because it rarely ever is a stupid question. And sometimes you just need to ask things out loud to trigger the answer within your own mind. But yeah, any question, like, because the simplest questions like can block the largest portions of understanding. Like, I remember once, like 15 years ago, we had these chocolates that had a raw ingredient in them. So we walked to the beach for experiences. However, it was closed. My friend was in tears. And then decided to go on about how he is a tax-paying citizen, and it is a public beach, and he is yelling this with all of his might to a security camera that had like an intercom on it that told us that it was closed. And I finally was able to get his attention to tell him that it was for the sea turtles. And he was in tears again because he felt so bad and so selfish. It was one of the most beautiful little experiences. It was the same night I read a whole newspaper, like every word, and that was personally my favorite part of, I think it was like New Year's or something. Oh, you're good, Swicky Fam Outdoors. Thanks for stopping by. Here every weekday and sometimes weekends, but usually out and about, trying to get out there more and more, but times are a little tricky, and just trying to get my dad back going. But like worth it. But it was like God, like a movie set. I regret so much not filming. So it really was like, I mean, not just here, everybody's hometown. I feel like when they look back on like I don't know. I don't want to sound like I'm harping too much on the past, because I'm not. I just, you know, it's my first doses of like true nostalgia, like the, not like hometown nostalgia, where like the town itself shifts into almost like a new place completely. Like there's that allegory with the boat. I forgot what it's called, but like the boat is a boat. Say it's like uh an original like 1800s boat, but like then I forgot. Say it's Jerry's boat. I don't know. I forgot how it goes, but if you replace the sails and replace the mast and the hull, like eventually is it still that same boat? I really appreciate that, Swookies. The ship of Theseus, DJ Cortex, I thank you. Because I was definitely going to look up the ship with the, just your good old, my dad's, excuse me, my dad's friend recently had a stroke, and he sent me a case of Monster. Really appreciate that, too. I have to plan a day. He is the cutest dog I've ever seen. And him and his girlfriend obviously are now stretched to their limit. So I want to go and help trim the dog's paws, dog's nails, and I think I keep getting caught up in like vortexes of time. And I've had so many plans like to keep myself busy with, but like it is just Monday and now it's Wednesday. And tomorrow's gonna be Thursday. At least the weekend's close enough, but at least I don't know. Just time is I can't keep up with time itself. it's not even like keeping up with events or news or what's happening in the world. It is simply keeping up with time. I will look at the clock and it is different. Whoa. I wanna see. Oh. Like right. Fair enough. Yeah, to be fair, to be totally honest, DJ Cortex, I never got that exploratory, because the nitro one, I'll be real, that's my favorite one. It's not as syrupy, at least it doesn't taste as syrupy, and holy trucks though, I went to pour that in a cup, and it's like the color of Mountain Dew. I wish they would put a little peephole in that can. Nobody could appreciate it. Like the color glow sticks. And Monster is kind of like beer that was left outside for 2 days. To be totally honest, I mean, obviously like it, but yeah, then we got too exploratory. I know there's tons of flavors, and I think I, for some reason, have myself convinced that the flavored ones have less caffeine or something. I don't know what it is. I asked someone to pick me up a Monster once, and they got me the coffee one. I know what it feels like to be let down. That's all I can say. Just kidding. It actually wasn't that bad. It was way better than I guess, expected. I don't know. It's the brand Colgate making food items. It sounds odd, but like Monster coffee drink always sounded like it wouldn't hit satisfyingly, but not as bad as I thought. I want to make more of these rabbit things, but like, see how it's like this, like the angle's going this way. So should I cut like that so it's like this? Because right now it's like this. See how? Okay, this is fine. I'm okay with this. The rabbit fur, that's nice. No, it's not. How did? See how it's like living different lives? That's what I really need help with also. Along with proportions, but like even the slightest angle makes a huge difference. It really becomes apparent when you try to make more than one the same. And everyone is wildly different, even though like I could swear I'm doing the exact same movements every time. So every time I measure something or try to get to, my respect for carpenters increases drastically. And like tile cutters. Anybody who measures and then cuts things. Oh, I meant to look at streamers too. Ugh. Here's some music. I wish I could play music. Maybe, is that why Titus Wise doesn't leave their streams up? Because it's like, almost like a jukebox. My mom even watches with me because the music, there's been like 15 songs, so she's like, I haven't heard this in years. And, check out the wings and wet flies and dry flies. I haven't tried, wet fly wings in a minute. Last ago, I think it was I really want to get on the look of like quills as wings. It's so smooth. and just absolutely beautiful. And I cannot get my hands to successfully like get any feather to lay like that, like quills, without it like separating or kind of collapsing or like accordioning. Yeah, the tie flies plays a lot of clapping. Yeah, no, I was Kensei's gonna be really nice because it's gonna be sweet to even just like be wandering through Kensei to hear other like jukebox parties. But I put all my stuff by the front door. I'm hoping to get out sometime anytime soon. So I'm going to pretty much ask my parents to be like, can you pressure me out of the door, please? Because I get my dad can't get out there, but I need to at least get him a fish to flay. And the seafood locally is dog shit. Everything's been like pushed out, and like Publix, they don't carry anything like real anymore. It's all like processed. Even the whole stuff is processed, and the waxed stuff. It's infuriating. And what's even more infuriating is like I'm not being lazy. Like, so I'm not trying to like feel like it was me or whatever, but I just gotta get myself going a little bit more. And because at this rate not eating anything, and I just want to go and at least bring Pompano back. So that is what I'm going to be targeting, and Stanford while patiently waiting. And so if anybody has any tips for fishing Florida Pompano, all ears. I'm gonna give sand fleas a go and some shrimp, salted shrimp, just so it stays on the hook. And I do like the idea that stuff, maybe that string, to the miracle string or magic string, to keep bait on the hook. I don't know. I'm nervous because I don't have the strongest cast, and I can't imagine I'm gonna have the easiest time getting like, I feel like I would have an easier time putting the rod in a holder and swimming like the way out, like paddleboarding it out. I've done a few fishing wise. I haven't caught anything. Oh yeah. Well, I guess I did catch that little baby catfish at the spillway relatively recently, and Code lost his gimbal, but I caught my very first bass live, which I'm still really excited about. Hope Ian's good. He disappeared a while back after saying he was going in for a second hernia operation at the sweet. Does anybody here remember Vera Lynn? Entire album gets stuck in your head at once. And when I think of, I guess, I like Pink Floyd, and I like Dark Side, but I know like The Wall is, everyone has opinions on what's overplayed or whatever, but I really like The Wall as an album to this day, and I like cleaning to it, but no one's allowed to be around when that happens. And it, and animals. Piper at the gates of dawn, of course. But I'm not too familiar with them. Like, I can't remember the one that has the statues. I remember the art for it. I know metal, but here, I'll be right back. That's the leak. Okay, so let me get this. Which most of it's been patched, but it came back a few months ago. Thankfully, all my dad's friends are handymen or some form of tradesman. But working on starting to bringing new life to this house, so main priority, and getting some of these antiques sold because there's so much in that room that I just cannot wait to see, to be honest. My dad's got a really good eye for, I'd say old stuff, but like modern stuff too. Oh, that TV. There, start down here. That rabbit takes a good amount of. Hey David! Ooh. Making some sabiki. Some more sabiki. With the. What is this? Like in a little, like a weird angle. But now I'm trying some rabbit fur ones. So rabbit fur bait fish. I'm trying to get better. But I know when going through water, it's going to be. I want to get a sleeker profile if possible. That maybe. Oh, you can hear that. Shoot, let me try to. Dang. Hmm. Yeah, my dad's really into action movies. I wish the Kento setting was up, and because it would be fun to have just like watching parties essentially. Any action movie recommendations? More than appreciated. Especially if on Hulu, because that app does the best. Minimal crashing. And my dad's like in a severe amount of pain, so you haven't seen Heartbreak, like, the Heartbreak, like, I have to tell my dad that the app is crashing, and he might want to try to watch something else for a little bit. Ow. So, I have more Hulu recommendations. Let's try and get this started. I dropped my bodkin at the exact wrong angle. Now there's a little bend in the tip. It's causing my soul great torment. But easy fix, I just haven't done that yet. But oh, it was so smooth before. I hope I can get it back to its former glory. Trying to get as many fibers, but with like the least amount of room. Try and make this the same. I've been wanting to see Rainbow First Blood for like 2 years now. Cause just never seen it as an adult. Happened to be on TV the other day, and I really wanted to stop and watch it, but it was the tail end. It was the scene at the end. How did I do that again? Oh. Some silver. Oh. We get some of this silver holographic. Hair tinsel. I'm just gonna go in this time. Another green. Like we'll backtracking a little bit because Okay. Try to part that a little bit. Get a little anchor. Oh. Must have. Oh, I held the dub in my, like, I held the dub in my mouth for a second. Got lipstick on my finger. Oh dear, I colored the head with lipstick a little bit. Oh, you live, you learn. I don't know why I do that like last one. I don't see people really worrying about the knot. I just... Yeah. Old pussy willows. And let me tie... Let me grab another weight clip. I haven't gone yet. It's just, when push comes to I'm trying to, like, I guess, like, plan it days in advance. I know my dad really wants to go, but I really want to bring back some fish, so I think I put all the stuff by the door to kind of keep it in the line of sight and on my parents' minds too, because I'm dying to get out there. It's just, I gotta get my legs going, I think, and stop sleeping so dang much. But hopefully within this next week I get a little bit of time. I think I'm gonna start. Well, I need to get my dad like moving around again so I can start taking him on adventures. I'm telling y'all, I go on the best, freest adventures. I have never been bored. I don't know exactly what that means, to be honest. No, I have been bored. I'm just like allergic to it. It hurts. So, I like with hobbies, you'll never be bored. Or just like looking intently at your surroundings. Ooh, that TV. Here, let me mute this really quick. Gonna be getting some mosquito bites, but that's okay. Cause for a good week or two, it doesn't bother me none. Cause that means the water is getting warmer, and I've been waiting for that for a really long time. And got some sunburn starting, and pulled a bunch of weeds today, and got some sunshine. I like reacclimate because going from like winter mode straight to all day in the sun mode, not, I don't want to burn to a crisp. So, while can't get out, just like spending every moment, like essentially, I feel like I'm almost training for it. In a way, I am because, to sound like a cheese ball, but a whole new world. Even if it can be the same world, but if you're looking at it at a different way, like it might as well be a new world. Dang, these sabikis look glorious hanging. So let me grab a. Oh, I really appreciate it. I'm gonna tie it into a sabiki right now. I just gotta grab one more clip. All right, secured. So here, you know what? Because if I get to sleep before 3 tonight, I have a better chance of waking up in time to wake up in time. I have enough time to wake up in time to wake up in time. If I need to be anywhere in the morning, I try to get up a while before that, just enough time to get bored, kind of have this pointed at my face, like I'm telling spooky stories. But less loops and the bottom than I do the top swivel. Just start doing that. Be strategic, like rather this bottom not fail if it get caught on something, but I don't think it will. It's still Pretty hefty knot. So, okay.
Princess is not feeling well. Wedding will be in a week.
Alright, so. Ooh! Alright, it's a little loud. But. Upside down 'em. Might not have enough to do. I'm gonna do larger loops than this, but I'll keep it to this. Okay, one moment. So I want it to be the same length, like as the length from this to the sinker. And I believe it's a surgeon's loop knot. 2 loops. Did I unmute it? Okay. And then I keep my fingers pinched here to slide her on down. Okay. Let's see. It sticks out. And I'm looking for more knots that do that. Because this, you get a doubled, and that's fine, but maybe not for all applications. Oop. Oop. Here, let me put the weight on it, because then I'm able to at least hold it in place. And I'll just use one of these giant weights for now. Well, not too giant, 2 ounce. But I could hold that. I'll try to get this back. And my finger. So I'm trying new ways to hold it. This, oh, okay. Alright, I have the loop by the hook now. Yeah, that's a little. Oop, hold on. So let me get that other one on here, and then we got 4 ready to mess with. Pier or in the surf. Okay, gosh, scared me. Shoot. The loop patch. Round and round. Twice, so. Round and round exactly. Ooh. Prematurely released. And then it's like that, right? Kind of. What? Well, that was the first one was a lot better. I wish I pointed it out before pulling on the last one. Oh, okay. No. I'm just hoping throw this on. Another sabiki for the beach. Well, there she blows. So, easy as pie, big old 2 ounce. Stick down this. And then, hopefully my squeeze get up there, which probably will film. Probably not going to try to maybe like just a short while there. Because it's gonna be in Sands, and first time shoreline. So I'm also trying to practice like a kind of like a shore camp to kind of set up. Oh, okay, I forgot I was in a dress. Cool. Looks like a mobile for a baby's crib. Because there's 4, so if anybody wants to speak, I could time in any. Please don't hesitate, because I plan on sticking around this corner of the world, because it's the only arts and crafts there is for me to engage in that also catches fish. I don't know many others. Sorry. I'm not able to take life seriously in a second, only because it is some of the wildest. I mean, constantly blown away by life, and stuff like freaking people out. I just like silly goose it. Like even looking at a starry sky is like just blows my mind. Like even just the littlest thing, like water, looking at water blows my mind. Like clear water, where the most surreal, like surreal anything. It's just like even in a sink, even sink water, just clear, just the craziest like anything. I keep wanting to say material, I think, but anywho. There's another net making, absolutely, and textiles and fabrics in general. Weaving, gosh, I could create anything, whether it be storage to hold stuff, or like a big bag to hold everything on your back, or warmth, blankets. But net making, I've done this, but only I've made 2. I want to make another. I have one of those glass buoys. I want to make a net for that. And this is just a chain stitch over and over again. And this bag, I followed a YouTube tutorial. I'm not even kidding. Shopping bag. If you look up crochet grocery bag, loads of patterns for them. And you just need 1 crochet needle and whatever color yarn you want. And being able to make net this way, I know it's not, proper sturdy net, but being able to even just make it with a crochet hook, I think is pretty valuable. I've also made nets just with string knotting it, but one of my favorite Winslow Homer paintings is I think it's like women mending the nets or something like that. When I was a kid, there was this painter who had a hold on me. Holy trucks. Winslow Homer. And still really impeccable pieces. Him and Maxfield Parrish, which finally did get a book of some of his pieces. But the most... Oh, yeah. Yeah. I made a little mushroom bag for a second. I thought, where is that? Okay. I don't know if you see it, but I had to open this basket anyway. But a little 1960s necklace I found broken. And there, I could just... I have to rethread it through, but instead of you open the cap, which is just this, circle, and grabbing a few here and there to make it like fell out, That's perfect. For a lighter or seen a few Pinterest projects like this that had to, but really fun to make. And I have all the stuff to make more of those too. Just never, I don't know. Every now and then I'll get it, the crochet. I just do the freestyle, like sometimes I'll have something in mind, sometimes not, but I love it. It's like a world's first 3D pen. So that sums up like a lot of crafts. Like really wanted it. There's a few crafts I really wanted to engage in until seeing like I still don't know how glass makers do that. I got some rods of glass, and same thing with stained glass. For years, I've been collecting stained glass stuff, like years, and I finally got it to. My bad, the mic died. One moment. Forgot it was my dad again. Side angle. Honestly, I'm not stuck in it. I was surprised. I for some reason thought you could get a cast on for like 20 bucks. Cheapest was like 50. And which, not complaining. Their technology, but I had a little 3-foot one. It's in Co's garage somewhere, and in a little white bucket, but I haven't seen it. And just one little 3-foot one. That's all I need. And also a crab net, the ones with the flat bottom. I'm looking for one that I could afford. But for the pier. With lactate, calcium, and rich milk. Mazda of Palm Beach is the Mazda store that gives that TV is quite far. But I won't say anything anymore. Just letting homie hang hard. And then reminding to take potassium and drink Ensure. But it's been hell. Same time, perfect. I have to get my dad to show y'all when he was a kid and he would go for crab. He would just take a bunch of mono line, left just like garbage, and tie shells and rocks to it for weight, and use the mono to thread like pieces of bait in it. And you just lower that, it's like a big old net, and then crabs climb into it and hold on to it, and you just pull it up. And I'm wanting to try to recreate that, because in Corpus Christi, I think, their pier had an area where it was flush with the water, so people could get on and off boats. Which, man, I wish they would do that here. That's cool. Our pier is actually a T shape, but now it's just a straight. Oh, shite, you're stuck in the jungle. Let's see. Whoa. That's crazy. See, I like just like casually stream. I don't like do advertisements or anything like that because we're just learning stuff over in these parts. But eight more subscribers until 3,000, which I get that's like a small number in the YouTube realm, but not in my realm. That's wild to me. That's crazy. At 3,000 though, my mom, she's the one who's always on me like, why haven't I done giveaways yet? But I just don't know how to go about it. So if anybody wants anything, I'm more than happy to ship any form of lures or flies. Like whatever you fish with, I could try to recreate. Or tie it into something wearable. But like I couldn't have even got remotely this far without any of y'all because the internet is fast and fly tying is even faster. It is. And always hard to come by certain things if not common in the area. And information is one of the most important. So that is that's wild. I was gonna have a 3 soon. That's crazy. Simple man. Stoked on that. And I am saving up 125 bucks to do a not-for-profit, only because I'm trying to make it as legit as possible. I'm tired of just trying to like make little projects and they go nowhere. And so, been trying to plan a non-for-profit that is just water cleanup, and not just the shoreline, but canals, retention ponds, any water, any water where there be fish. Y'all could hear that. That is funny. The crabs are so funny and stubborn. I was trying to film one, and I don't know why I didn't expect it to like. Flap. They always just kind of scurry around, but oh my god, every now and then one takes matters into their own hands and will fly right at your face. And it's just like, yeah, like essentially. There's a few videos where it'll be crab, and then you just see a bunch of bubbles and hear a big underwater. It's because the crabs are, yeah. Come on. Alrighty. Holy shit. Well, oh, good job. Right on. But he really does. Like, no lines have been pushed yet, so, you know, uh, very, very, very nice. Some may say it's a little too nice, but, you know. So it really trips me out if I think about it even for a millisecond, because I'm just sitting in the back of my childhood house and just talking out loud and laughing away. Like, without the stream on, like, I'm too shy to even, like sing along to my music back. It's just, I don't understand, but it's the world's greatest hack for introverts. If you're an introvert, but also very social when you're alone in your room, YouTube is definitely, you know, I mean, I guess streaming, because socializing is very important. We are social creatures, and I think before moving to the swamp, I didn't realize how much I did socialize with people in my, like, surroundings, even just, like, the post office or Chevron or running into people you know down the street. All that, like, holy trucks. I was eating, like, an acid, in my insides. And, like, I would run into this one lady, but unfortunately, like, an absolute drunk. She works at the liquor store, and she is, like, the place was already pretty flammable, but holy trucks, like, really nice, and, really, really nice lady. And she never remembers where she recognizes me from. This is a small area, well, it was, now there's mass housing, but, um, she would never remember. And last time I ran into her, she was working at the liquor store, but she living it up. But really, really cool lady. Like, but that's the only person that I ever ran into, and it was only because of going to one store enough that, yeah, hard not to think about that kind of stuff. Surroundings are an interesting thing, and like, surroundings are constantly changing. Even if you're in the same surrounding, like, blows me away is like the thought of being, like, maybe, like, okay, so, like, maybe like a jail built in the 80s and all the fixtures are from the 80s. Imagine, like, the people incarcerated in the 80s, and it's like they're, like, almost still, like, physically in the 80s, but obviously still not. Like the cell, the fixtures. Maybe there's an updated outlet. Are there outlets in cells? I hope so. No, I don't want. My dad went to the stockade in the 80s, and he said they used to heat coffee with the wires inside the wall. And I can imagine that led to a lot of accidental electrocutions. A friend of mine went to jail for self-defense, and it was a brutal time. And he is an artist, and still is, but just, like, the nicest person that, like, just never catches a break in the most perfect ways. And since it was a year and a day, he had to go to, like, Clewiston, which essentially is slave labor. It is. Those privatized, I don't know if those ones are privatized, but they, like, force them to farm all day. And they tell them that they're gonna, like, that actually goes into the food that, like, feeds the prison. No. They got, like, beef slop with bread crumbs, or I forgot what he said, but Like, I would think it was onions. And I hated the fact that I was so, like, stuck on the fact that onions grew out there. I was, like, in denial, like, as it was happening, because he's my closest friend. And then he was being stalked by this dude who didn't like how he talked. And, like, he's from Jamaica. And, like, it's, like, well-trained in mixed martial arts. And, like, yeah, the guy hit him with a brick. And, yeah. He's trained in mixed martial arts. So, like, the guy hit him with a brick. Like, and in some La La Land reality, he ended up being, I couldn't believe it. I offered to take, like, any stand I had to. I don't really know how all that works, but I was pissed. Still am. Because, like, essentially removed my best friend from existence instantly. Because, like, even when he got out, he was a totally different person. And just really affected. Like, the most pure gold heart, like, wouldn't, like, harm anybody. Feeds everyone and is like a master chef, was paid to go to like the islands to like cook, just like talented individual and like hippie. Is just yeah. But on that note, before I keep talking, because like I know what comes after that story is a brief summary of my opinion, which my opinions are actually like probably could be described as hyper contradictory, because I could never peg down like even opinion on a song or a shirt, let alone like things that have infinite moving pieces, like the staircase in here. I've never seen a full Harry Potter movie, but I remember staircase, and it moved a lot. That is very symbolic of my thoughts and opinions. So it's kind of worthless ever offering my opinion because it just is going to be a different one tomorrow. It'll probably be a different one in 5 minutes from now. And like obviously not that severe, but it's just and then like information can change everything too. Like it blows my mind. Eventually, obviously, everything will be digitized, so when something archaeological happens, everything could be updated, and rather than just shoot, that would be a huge pain in the arse. So let's just stick with this story instead, which I think is really backwards. But at the same time, like, how would you even? Because nobody can know any of that for sure. It's just a matter of trying to dig as much up as possible. But it always trips me out that like discoveries will lead to all kinds of like what should be rewrites or what have you. But the textbooks remain the same, inevitably bound by the paper in which they are written. I was gonna try to say something deep, but nothing came to mind. Anywho, on that note, I am going to Roger, Andrew, much appreciated. My floor to your. And I hope you have a beautiful night. And please do, if you have like any recommendations of cool things to check out, Roger. And I do apologize if I'm mispronouncing your name. You know, like I don't really know what to say to much of that, but ain't no thing. Maybe you know, especially when the world is so hectic, I feel like it is good for the soul to remains, yeah. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I just appreciate the presence, and the world's always been chaos, and it always will be. We had like a brief period where like distractions were high. I think that's my theory anyway. It's hard to feel like the world's ending when like Britney Spears is like coming out with bops every week. So was the world really chiller back then, or did we just have like more effective distractions? And less of them. Less distractions, but they were more effective. I really don't know what I'm talking about, but anyway, happy trails. Love y'all. Have a beautiful. Oh. Well, Gigi, it's hard. It's hard to do. Not many people want to chill at someone else's desk while they tinker with stuff for hours on end, and which a lot of crafters, I feel like, or anyone who ain't like that, I don't know. It brings a social sphere to like maybe hobbies or activities that don't allow for a lot of socializing, and perhaps like invite a little too much isolation. And I mean, streaming it doesn't have to be a thing, but like chat rooms, like not chat rooms, but like groups or something. I don't know. I like streams because anybody could come across them from any corner of the world. I wish there was a translate thing. There used to be. I could have sworn, but I haven't seen it in a minute. But and that also, and then it's just forever on the internet. Like my cousin's older sister said once when she came home from work. Ain't no shame in my game. It's solidified on the internet forever. Our lives are but a blip. And I know this isn't groundbreaking content here. However, we all have, very unique lives, and I deeply enjoy being able to like I don't know. It's a trip. I love it a lot, and like even just like the concept of like people walking around and just like, wow, this is beautiful, like doop, and then it just broadcasts outward rather than like, you know, I don't know. Every inch of this planet is gorgeous. I think there's like a brief like period we're in currently where like entertainment. I mean, entertainment is always vital, however, but like the super um what is that called when it's staged, like stage stuff? See like the world for what it really is, and like I feel like only like real people going about their day can do that. Like I think besides the news, probably watch more small channels, like random channels that have like a few hundred subscribers than anything. But I'm trying to get my concentration back, so I have been trying to avoid the like really jumpy kind of content, like trying to watch like one take things that force you to listen to for a long time. It's gonna be way too many. Exactly. And like, oh, that is the fact that like it is connected to also like a global kind of vein, like a mycelium network. It it trips me out. Like the internet already tripped me out for that reason. Um, but putting like voices and faces and like talking and even like now I'm like using my voice. I'm not typing. So for a while, like even like when I lived like right downtown, there'd be days where like, God, did I even say anything out loud today? Like or yesterday? Yeah. You get into like project mode or something and you spend a few nights in, like you could go a while without even saying anything out loud. And I go to speak and it's like, and anywho, I'll be up listening to music and so anyone's on Discord, okay. I just I don't know. Never used too many things until these last few years and you know, time moves really like fast by me somehow. So I always feel like I just started using something when I've been using it for the last few years. I don't know how to explain that one, but I like it and just seeing social media is like different in the last since the pandemic really is like because before I just kind of used things to just like learn things and find new things, but now it's like the most valuable tool and vital like communications tool that I know of. Like there's so many people. I know Facebook gets a lot of talk and like gratefully so. However, there are so many people that I wouldn't even know what they look like today because it's been so much time since either they moved out of state, family members, people I went to school with, just every day that goes by, it almost gets more and more beautiful. But so does every aspect. Like even freaking wood grain, like gets more and more beautiful, as if it could ever. But somehow, no. Yeah. We live on a pretty decent planet. It's like the best one I know of, at least. Like you can breathe and shit on this one. That's dope. But all seriousness, heavy trips. Yeah. That's why like if just my excuse is that at least I try to make sure it's like educational content because I have been on my phone a lot more than usual. And music, I really want to get back into like either somehow get a Zune, which as far as I know that's like holds the most out of something with a little screen and easy as pie. So I need ad-free music. I'm not paying for ad-free. I will never pay for ad-free music. Like, I just, if I pay for ad-free music, that means like I get the opportunity to download, and then what? I'll have like an album and no room for. I always do that. So I just want an exterior device also. So then I can free my phone up. I use it for music and a Bluetooth speaker pretty much throughout the entire day. And I gotta, because I can't just like close the window. That's why I do have a playlist called Mini, and they're all videos, or they're all songs that let you close the screen. Like, and it'll play on a mini player. But not all music is like that. It's very rare that I find that. Pantera Core, oh, I'm so sorry. Pranit Core, the really good weather. 70 something. And it's getting finally hot, but not too hot, but hot enough to feel the sun. And ooh, wow, that's nice. Just need 7 more subscribers, and then there'll be a little 3. I mean, shoot, might as well get stoked for this kind of stuff. I'm gonna be here for a while, and you know, I just yeah, I can't wait until I'm able to edit because my phone's basically full, and my computer, I don't know how I'm even gonna begin cleaning that. I save files like an 87-year-old, 40 of the same files, swear to God. Like, or like the A-Sprite files, I'll really like a color pattern or something. Like, it'll be like pixel differences and whole new files saved. I just need to learn better etiquette finally in regards to media and saving it and not losing anything. And well, I love y'all. I hope you have a beautiful evening and have a, I want to very well, I mean sometimes it'll be like a bunch of random people, but usually like, you know, it, you start seeing familiar faces and then it turns into like uh like just I mean, I don't know, just like anywhere else where you get to like you get excited to see familiar faces. Just in this realm, it's familiar uh, usernames and profile pics for others. Code, hello. But uh, I don't know. I made some. I'll send pictures though, cause can't really climb up there gracefully. And the movie is picking up, so I think the sequences are gonna get longer and longer. But I wanna try to get to sleep before 3, because if I do, I might be able to like get up early, because I wanna not wreck the weekend, and if I don't get up early tomorrow, it's just gonna be the same thing, and then I'm gonna sleep in on the weekend, and then you know, if you sleep in on the weekend, the demons win, so can't have that. Can't have. Anywho, happy trails, y'all. Have a beautiful evening. I hope y'all have a beautiful. Did I just say I have a beautiful evening? I have a beautiful evening if anyone's interested. But anyway, love you. Code call in 2 seconds. I'll be um uh just, I'll be here. Still awake, so I'm sure you're gonna be going to sleep soon. Oh man, locked up track. Please do feel free to if you're on Discord, it's a I like that because it's always there and it doesn't disappear, and like slowly getting more and more people on over there, and so at least there'll be like a little spot that's like a continuation from here that has like constant conversation, or at least people and, that are on. I mean, no one's on the same wavelength, but like be on that parallel. But yeah, hope you and or hope your friends doing well. And it's a really, really beautiful planet. Sometimes people just need to flip a log. I love so much that became like almost a saying, flip a log. But on that note, before I keep, I get myself dizzy at the end of streams, I swear, I go in circles, but, you know, just happy to be here and thoroughly enjoy it. Love y'all. Happy trails, and never hesitate. Any patterns, or any rigs, anything, more than happy to give anything a go, and more than happy to ship anything out. So, and also please do check out Code Lock's channel. He's building Kento, which will be the future secondary place that people could culminate after streams, because sometimes there'll be conversations that I feel really almost rude in the stream. So, yeah, happy trail. I really appreciate that locked up try. Let me make sure I am. Let's see. I don't understand. Seems like every day this has different options, but we'll see y'all see y'all tomorrow. Oops.